want to share another recipe with you today. This is one that I make pretty regularly. It's bean and bacon soup. I did a lot of the chopping before I turned on the camera because watching me cut things would probably terrify you. I know it scares Doug. He's sure I'm going to hack off a hunk of finger because I just don't hold things right, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so I started off with celery, carrot, and onion. So this is one large onion, about 4 ribs of celery, and I've got 3 carrots here all cut up. If I had 4 carrots, I would have done 4 carrots. If I had, whatever. Measurements are not especially important. But I would say, a good cup of everything. I'll just set that aside. We're going to start with the bacon. I got this bacon on sale the other day. It was $3 for a pound. It was an actual, 500 grams, which is unheard of. First of all, that's dirt cheap. And second of all, a lot of the bacon nowadays is 375 grams. So I'm going to show you a method to break this bacon up. I hope it works the way I intend it to. Probably I wouldn't buy this bacon if I was serving breakfast to the Queen, because it's not very attractive bacon, but it is what it is. It's going to get cut up, and so I start at one end and just roll it, and that will separate the bacon into strips, more or less. Oop. See what I mean about not very attractive? Doug wishes I would use 2 pounds of bacon because he really likes it, but I'm just slicing it up with a knife. Don't be scared. So I'm making this today, but that we're not going to be eating it today. There's something about soup and stew that it always is better the next day. So I've got a Dutch oven here. Just gonna pop that in there. And I'll put it on the oven, on the stovetop. Get it cooking while I cut up the other part. So I'm going to cook the bacon first and drain off most of the fat. I'll leave a little so that I can saute the veggies in a little bit of bacon fat. Okay, I'll pop that in there too. Just give my hands a bit of a rinse. I also need 2 cloves of garlic. I've actually got 2 medium ones and 1 large one. peel it. Sometimes I get the garlic that's already prepared in jars and you just spoon it out. But I had this in the fridge. And some of the little cloves, like this one, are starting to sprout. Give it a smash. And bring it closer to the edge of the counter. There we go. You don't need to write down the recipe. I will have it linked below to a printable, free printable, you don't need to pay for it, on my coffee page. Okay, I'm going to pause and work on that bacon. Okay, bacon is done and I've removed it from the pan and poured off the bacon grease. Just going to add a tablespoon or two back in so that I can saute all the veggies just until they're soft. They're already sizzling. And while the veggies saute, I'm just going to wipe down the top of my cans. You just never know what's dust or whatever's on there. Okay, so this is white kidney beans and it's 540 milliliters, so that's like 2 cups. I will have to see if I can figure out the size that would be in imperial. I'm not sure. It's funny, we use a lot of imperial measurements and we use a lot of metric. So distance or measurements like inches are very important. In recipes we use cups and tablespoons, that sort of thing. But our canned goods are in metric. And so I have 2 of those. You don't have to use white kidney beans, you can use any beans you like, but I would stick with a white one. So like a Great Northern bean or something like that. No particular brand name. Whatever's on sale. And I have 398 milliliters. I hope I said milliliters on this one too. Which is about 1.5 cups of tomato sauce. So I'm just going to get those open, and the last thing is, this is chicken broth, and it's a quart, or a liter, almost a liter. I'm guessing that this is a quart, because why else would they make it 946 milliliters? All right, once my veggies are done sauteing, I will add these products into the mix and simmer it. I'm not going to put the bacon back in until after the next step. Okay, it's the next day, and so this has been in the fridge overnight. Usually I wouldn't spread this over 2 days. Usually this would be a 1-day thing, but I made this yesterday and then we had dinner plans with kids. So I'm going to try something a little different. So you're going to get to watch this. Usually I would put about half of the soup in the blender and puree it and then pour it back in. But Doug's got this immersion blender thing and I'm going to give that a try. He asked if I was going to do a I was going to test it first, but I don't want it all pureed, just some that'll, you know, thicken it up. I think that might be good. Okay, I'm going to throw the bacon back in, heat this through, and we will have a very yummy soup. To enter the giveaway for this pair of Rae Dunn soup bowls, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and add a comment below.